Do you ever feel like you're no good at marketing? Do you ever get that thought in your head, oh, I just can't do this, I'm no good at marketing? Or perhaps you feel that you get some anxiety around promoting your business and you just don't really like doing it? Or you could do more to get your business out there, but something's holding you back and you tell yourself that you're no good. Well, today we are busting through the second of my 5 lies to stop telling yourself, which is I am no good at marketing. And this is lie number 2, and I want to help you to get through this. So stay tuned.
Welcome to the Equine Business Assistant Podcast, helping you build a better business to live life on your terms. With your host, Jenny Bush.
Welcome to the Stable Business Podcast. Jenny here, your online business consultant and coach, helping you to up the pace and build a successful yet stable, balanced business on your terms. And today we're talking about those moments when you're feeling like you are no good at marketing and you just don't want to do it. So I'm going to help you to get through that lie, because I promise it is an absolute lie. And I'm going to give you some strategic tips on how you can work through this today so that you can move forward and start marketing your business and stop telling yourself that you are no good at marketing. So, what is marketing, right? Marketing in a nutshell is simply just you tell somebody what you do, you tell them how you can help, and you see if they're interested. It is that simple. It is that simple. That is marketing. It's just about telling somebody what you do. And if you are able to tell somebody what you do, the truth is that it's not the marketing that you have a problem with. It's not marketing. So many are convinced that they are no good at marketing because often they have fear of getting it wrong. Often they're worried about other people judging them, other people's opinion. Perhaps they've got some shame there. Perhaps they're worried about looking foolish. Perhaps there's a fear of failure going on. Perhaps they're worried about getting in trouble. Perhaps they're worried about the tech, or they're seeing other people do well, and that makes them feel not good enough. Or perhaps they've got some struggle with words or branding or visualization, and that then translates into you're not good at marketing. And it's not the marketing that's the problem. It's all this stuff that's going on underneath. It's all this stuff that goes on underneath. And if you're capable of telling somebody who you are and what you do, you are 100% capable of marketing your business and being successful. You don't have to be on social media. You don't have to do email if you really don't want it. You don't have to be buying big billboard banners. You don't have to be doing ads. You have to choose the marketing that's right for you. And there are so many ways that you can market your business. Like, even this podcast is a way that I market my business. It's a way that I show people what I do and how I do it, and I get my expertise out there. But it's finding the way that feels right for you and works for your ideal customers. So if you feel that you possibly are capable of telling somebody what you do, it's actually just going back and looking at your mindset and your beliefs and your energy and making some shifts there. And here's the thing, being worried about marketing is normal. And I want you to just thank yourself for feeling that way and remind yourself that you appreciate your brain and your mindset and your subconscious. It's just trying to keep you safe. And it knows where you are now is safe. But if you know that you want to grow your business and you want to be able to reach more people and you want to be able to help more people or help more horses, and you really have a passion for that, you know that actually staying where you are is not safe, especially if you need to make more money, if you need to feed the horses, if you've got big visions and big plans. Holding back and not going out there and showing the world your light is doing them a disservice. It's totally doing them a disservice, because people need what you've got. And there's somebody out there who needs to hear it. And if you are afraid of being visible, afraid of putting that high vis on and getting out there and marketing your business, we really need to cover that. So let's go through how to raise the bar on this. So I would, if you feel that you've got any fear around marketing your business at the moment, I would be grabbing your journal now and thinking about raising the bar. So my raise the bar method is to always go B. Okay, what am I believing about myself here? What am I believing about myself? So if I'm saying I'm no good at marketing, let's go deeper. What is going on? What am I feeling? What fear have I got around this? what worries have I got around this, and just see what comes up to you and just let it flow. Yeah, this is no shame, no blame, no judgment. This is about just observing with the lens. I'm just going to have a look at this. I'm going to shine some light on this, and I'm going to see if I can get through it. So what is coming up for you? Is it that you've had there was an issue in the past where somebody made you feel like you did it wrong, or they embarrassed you? Yeah, perhaps it's that needs to be let go of. Perhaps you need to forgive yourself a little bit more for that. Perhaps you need to forgive them. Perhaps you need to see that actually that was just then, and now we're moving forward and we're going to put your business out there. And I remember I had an incident once where I put something out there and somebody was very quick on getting on and telling me to take it down and not to do that, and I looked stupid, and that's really hard, especially if it comes from people who you love and care about. And that happens occasionally, and that can then stop us marketing. That makes us feel like we're no good at marketing because you can't get through this. And actually, it's often more about them and their fears and their own worries, and not about you at all. And you're right. As long as your ideal customers and clients don't feel that what that was, you'll be absolutely fine. And I often say one of my favorite things to remind people of is, other people's opinions, they don't matter unless they pay your bills. They don't matter unless they pay your bills, or they're your favorite clients, or it's absolutely constructive and with love. Sometimes the people that we trust, they love us. They love us, but it doesn't always mean that they're going to give us the best advice, because they want to keep us safe. So just be aware of that, and just see what is really going on there for you. So just take some time Googling what must I be believing about this? And then I want you to go deeper. So what do I need to believe about myself in order to overcome this? So if you are worried about, say you're worried about getting it wrong, or you're worried about people's opinions, again, I need to believe that actually their opinion is meant with love to keep me safe, but actually it might not be in my best interest. Or it might be that I need to believe it's okay to get it wrong. I'm safe to get it wrong. I am learning. It could be I need to believe that the more I do, the more I grow. It could be that I need to believe that I need to step out of my comfort zone, because you can't grow in the comfort zone, and this is all part of the process. So try and now just turn it around into something positive that you can start to believe about yourself, so that when that moment comes up where you're saying, I'm no good at marketing, you can go, oh, that's interesting. No, we've been through this. And actually, here's the truth for me. Right, I'm just going to take a sip of my coffee. Sorry about that. I needed a drink. So we're going to move on. So once you've gone deep on, what am I believing about me here? What do I need to believe about me here? What's actually going on? We're then going to make it into actions. Now, when it comes to action, in order to improve your marketing and to get good at marketing, so a lot of it is just simply understanding that everything's going to work to some level, and it's about choosing what's right for you, but also knowing that you need to do, and then you need to review, and then you need to do it again. And we learn through repetition. We learn through repeating things over and over. How do you get good at anything? You practice. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes progress. Practice makes progress. And I want you to have progress. So it means, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be aware that it's okay if it's not perfect. It's okay if it's not right. Some of the things that even like a lot of people always comment on my branding and but that's been an evolution. That's taken me 3 years to work through. And it's the same as everything else. Sometimes what you're seeing out there is a result of somebody taking messy action, just getting out there and just doing. So what actions could you take that feel really easy for you? Now, when it comes to marketing, you have loads of different options. There's adverts. So if you're an introvert, adverts are amazing. You've only got to do them, put them out once, put the money behind it, and it could be doing its work for you. So you could think, okay, I'm going to go down adverts. You could go online and do social media. You can do Instagram. You could be doing reels, you could be doing podcast episodes, you could be doing YouTube videos, you could be doing Google ads, you could be doing magazine ads, you could do PR, you could do blog posts. There's so many things that you could be doing. Guest blogging, going out there into groups. And I do actually have a 40 ways to market your business that's going to be revamped very, very soon. So do go and have a look if you can see if you can find that, or ask me in the Equestrian Business Support Network if you can have it, and I will send it to you. So anyway, so what actions could you do that feel really easy? Yeah, and I just want you to focus on those things, not all the things that you feel like you should be doing, could be doing. Focus on the things that you like doing, that feel easy, that don't feel like they're marketing, that they don't bring up too much anxiety, and know that you're going to improve them little bit by little bit by little bit by little bit. Yeah, and even if it's like, well, okay, I know that my ideal clients would like me to do video, but I'm a little bit nervous of doing video. Just know that each time you do it, you get better and better. Yeah. And sometimes the ones where we're scrappy and messy are actually the ones that work best. Even with this podcast, I could pay a fortune to get somebody to sit and edit it. I don't. I give it to you as it comes. It's raw, it's messy, and I'm happy with it being that way. And I hope you are, purely because I want you, what you see is what you get from me, and what you hear is what you get from me. And when you work with me, this is how I am. So I don't want to be sugarcoating, glossing it, and then actually when somebody works with me thinking, oh, actually, Jenny is slightly different because she's not so glossy in real life. No, I'm not. I'm raw, I'm real, and I get covered in horse poop 5 days a week. So anyway, so what actions could you do? What actions could you do? And say, when it's messy, when it's raw, when it's real, that's actually a good thing. Sometimes that's when people connect with you most. We often feel that we have to be somebody, or we have to be perfect, we have to be prim and proper and pristine, and it has to come out absolutely perfect and immaculate. But I don't know about you, but sometimes those posts that are almost too perfect are quite icky and off-putting. I don't like them. I can't relate to those people. And it could be the same for your ideal clients. They probably like you just as you are too. So don't be afraid of getting perfection here. We're just after action. We're after practice for progress. Practice for progress. So what actions could you do that feel easy for you? So in your journal, once you've done your beliefs and what are you believing? Okay, so how can I make steps? What action can I take that I will do and that I will feel easy? And you do have to be consistent at marketing, but consistency is about consistent messaging. It's about consistent branding. It's not necessarily about showing up every single day, 3 times a day. It's whatever's consistent for you. That could be once a month, once a week, once a fortnight. But be consistent in that respect, and consistent with your messaging, and consistent with how you come across. So we've done our beliefs, we've looked at the actions, and then the next thing is we need to look at the results and review it. And it's so important, especially with marketing, that you actually do this. And this is one of the things that people often skip. And it's a big issue, because if you don't know what's working, you're going to waste a lot of time. So always go and look at what's working. Ask people who work with you, like what was it that made them work with you, which is why I do this podcast, because actually I haven't been, hand on heart, full honesty here, I haven't been that consistent with this podcast over the last year or 2 years, purely because of COVID and having my family actually in the house, and I work from home, and I couldn't get enough peace and quiet to be able to record the podcast, so I put it off. But when I speak to people who book and buy, they often say to me, no, they listen to my podcast and they got to know me and understand how I work and how I support people and how I teach, and found that I was quite approachable, and that's why they then book and buy. So I've looked at my results, and I'm saying, okay, I'm going to double down this year on my podcast. So what's working for you? Like, go and have a look at your stats. You can pull them up really easy on Facebook, on Instagram. You can go to Google Analytics. Some websites even have statistics in, and you can see where people are coming from. You need to go and ask your people, maybe do a little survey, ask them how they found out about you, and focus on that, because that's going to give you the opportunity to take less time marketing your business and double down on the things that actually work. So it could be even, okay, they're saying that they had a referral or a word of mouth thing. How can I improve that? How can I encourage people to be talking about me more? So what messages do I need to be putting out there? What do I need to say to people to get them to go and say to somebody else, oh yeah, you need to speak to Jenny, or oh yeah, you need to you should ask this person, or so that when somebody pops up in a group and says, I don't know, who should I go to for physio, that everybody on there is going, oh yeah, you need to speak to this person. So yeah, go and tell them how you can do that. And perhaps it's about bringing in some sort of scheme to reward people that recommend you, making sure that you go and thank people, tell people that you appreciate it, maybe do some posts saying, I just want to thank everybody, or giving out some little cards and reminding them that it's really appreciated. So look at what works. Yeah, on Instagram, you can go and you can pull up all your posts that you've put out, and you can pull up everything, and you can see which ones got the most interaction, which one's got the most saves, which one's got the most comments. And look for those things and start to see the pattern. Start to see the pattern so that you can redo. So you can look at your results and you can redo it. And then again, you can look at the results and you can make it better, and you can make it better, and you can make it better through that repetition. So with marketing, people need to see the same messages over and over and over again. So don't worry about repeating it, because actually a lot of the time people don't see it over and over again. And only about like 5% of people will see your stuff, especially on social media. So keep it out there. You know, every single billboard that you drive past will have, a lot of them will have the same poster on it. It's the same for what you're doing. Unless you're changing your offer every single day, unless you're changing what you do and how you serve people every day, your marketing doesn't have to change that much. You can save yourself a lot of time, a lot of anxiety, and a lot of worry. Let me do that. So think about those steps to raise the bar: beliefs, actions, results. Beliefs, actions, results. Now, one of the things that I can do, like if you do find that you are worried about your the things that are holding you back and you don't really know how to get through them, what I do is one of the things that I did when I did my conscious consultant certification is I trained in a method which runs energy expansion codes. And these will really help to clear any energetic blueprints. They make massive shifts. And that, combined with some subconscious work, some of the NLP stuff that I can do, as well as the conscious stuff, whereas I actually help you on the strategy and we actually take the action, that can make a massive difference. Like, that can really shift things up. We can work through self-worth, not feeling good enough, self-doubt. We can work through fear of other people's opinions and judgment and all of those things that might be holding you back. So if you feel like that's something that would be really good for you, do get in touch and let me know. And let me know where you're at and what you feel that you would need to support you. So to get my eyes on your business, all you need to do is simply head to jennybush.com. And that's Jenny with an I, Jenni, jennybush.com. And there you'll find out more about my group program, which is my Nail It Mastermind, or how to work with me one-to-one. But a good place to start is to often book a transition track audit. So this business audit is where I ask you on a one-to-one basis, like some strategic questions. They cover the key pillars that get your business to gallop, right? And I often talk about gallop. Gallop stands for get in front of people, apply your aids to sell, look after you, look after your clients, operations, and profit, right? So we look at those things. And at the end of that, you will get a report, a strategic report that's bespoke to you, which will highlight what areas came up that need improvement, what things that you need to do to work on so that you can grow. And once you've got that report, you can take it away and you can work on it, or I can guide you through what would be the best solution, whether it would be to come and join me and nail it, or to perhaps go into my Spur on one-to-one program. And to make that happen for you. So you can find out all more about that at jennybush.com. Those audits are just £97, and you will get massive shifts even from just talking through the questions. I've had a lot of people that have just had that £97 audit and then gone, oh my gosh, I have made my money back just from talking to you for the hour, because I got some clarity on how I can move forward with that, and how I can, it's not a troubleshooting session, but there is some clarity that you can find from just working with me through that, because we hold the space for you. So anyway, so that is the basis of, if you're worried about not feeling good at marketing, yeah, remember, marketing is just telling people what you do. Yeah. The problem is not marketing at all. It's often something much deeper, and you can work through that by raising the bar. So think about your beliefs, think about the actions that you can take that are easy, and then look at the results so that you can redo and tweak and make it better and better by repeating and repeating. Now, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to go back and listen to last week's podcast where I talk about not being good at sales. And in the next podcast, I'm talking about the lie where you say, I can't ask for help, because if I ask for help, I'm showing that I'm not capable or I don't know what I'm doing, and how we can work through that one. So make sure you join me for the next episode next week. And of course, if you liked it, don't forget to subscribe. And of course, to find me on Instagram or Facebook at the Equine Business Assistant, where I would love to hear a little bit more about you and your business and what you do. But for now, have an awesome week, and I will speak to you really, really soon. Lots of love. Bye.